Hello, everyone. It's Tiara and Anne-Kathrin here, and we're back this week to talk about our favorite movies. Kind of
Yeah,
a self-indulgent video, but I think that I don't know, for a lot of the reasons that we like them might be for the same reasons that other highly sensitive people would like them.
yes.
So for fun, we're going to share our favorite movies.
I think that movies are really relevant for highly sensitive people because, like,
Look at Bailey.
oh my God, sorry. Anyway, so what I was movies are really relevant for highly sensitive people because 70% of highly sensitive people are introverted and prefer to stay at home. And what do you do at home? You watch movies. So like, yeah, we definitely have to share favorite movies with you, which are HSP friendly. Yeah, let's just dive in. All right, start with the rom-com.
Okay. So it's called Serendipity, and it was made, I think, like in the 80s or the 90s, but it's with John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale, and it's about this couple that meet by happenstance, but they're both in relationships at the time, so they can't really like do anything. And he wants to like get her number, but she won't let him because she's in a relationship, and she's like, I'm gonna have faith in the universe that if we're meant to be back together, like we'll find a way, basically. And then it goes through their lives and like years later and how they're still like connected and they miss paths or like what cross their paths or whatever. And it's just a really cute love story. And especially if you believe in signs from the universe, definitely want to watch this movie.
Oh, nice. It sounds
Have
really.
you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet,
Oh,
so
wow.
definitely
Okay.
on my list. I have one, and I think a lot of people already have seen it, but for those of you who haven't, Eat, Pray, Love. It's I don't know if
Oh,
you.
I actually haven't seen that movie.
It's so amazing. It's with Julia Roberts, and it's based on a book from Elizabeth Gilbert, I believe. It's a book about a woman who is getting a divorce from her husband, and after a while, she struggles with her spiritual alignment, and she's going on this soul journey to find her, yeah, really purpose in life. And basically she goes and travels through Europe and the whole world to just really discover what her purpose is. And I thought it was based on a real story
I was
from
just
the
going to say, I
author.
think this is a
It's
true
based on
story. Yeah.
a story, so it's really inspiring. And the whole movie is just so uplifting for your spirit and inspires you to go deeper into your spirituality. And yeah, really a good watch if you want to, yeah, just sit back and feel inspired. Definitely.
Yeah, that's a good one. I honestly don't know why I never saw that movie. Like now
It's
I want to go watch
definitely a
it.
good one, and it's on Netflix, I think.
I was
And
just gonna say, is it on Netflix?
it's on Netflix in Europe, so
Awesome. I have my favorite comedy, and it's honestly just like the goofiest movie. It's the old Clue. Have you seen it?
no,
You know the game, the board game Clue, right?
Cluedo, or
Oh, is
I
it
don't know,
called something different?
perhaps. Is it
It's
like the detectives?
yeah, so it's like a murder mystery, and you've got like six
Yeah,
characters, and
yeah,
you're
and,
like in a
and
mansion.
it's
Wait,
called Cluedo.
oh, interesting. Oh, wait, but that makes sense because it's probably, is that the word for clue in Dutch?
No, it's just,
Oh,
I guess,
weird. Okay, so there
yeah,
might just be different versions of that. That's actually kind of cool. I want to look that up now because I love the board game. Like I'm obsessed with the
yeah.
board game.
But the movie,
Yeah, so the movie, sorry.
no
the,
problem.
the movie was made, I don't even, it's an old movie, but it's just like, it's just so goofy. So I love murder mystery stuff. I don't like it when it's like really, like gory, but I love the whole like mystery thing. And I also love physical comedy. I didn't even realize it until Matt pointed it out like a couple years ago. I just think it's just I don't even know what words to use. It's just hysterical. If you love the board game, you just have to watch the movie. And there's some famous actors in it, and it's just you're hooked the whole time and there's like little subtle things that you'll see in the background that are hilarious that if you're not paying attention, like you watch it again and you're like, oh my God, I didn't even see that last time.
Yeah.
It's just a great watch. I love it. And it's really goofy at the end. They have like multiple endings.
Oh wow,
So they show you like 3 or 4 different ways that it could
that's nice.
result. It's just hysterical. Yeah.
I have a really deep movie on my list.
That's good.
And it's because I have to explain before I say the movie name. I'm a highly sensitive person and also really extroverted, but also I'm a high sensation seeker. So for me, so I don't mind watching a movie which gets my adrenaline going a bit, you know. And with Gone Girl, it's not a horror movie, it's a thriller, so it really triggers your brain to go like just thinking about
everything. Yeah, those are good movies though, thought-provoking.
Have you heard about the movie? Have you seen it?
I've heard it, but I haven't seen it.
Gone Girl is a really good movie. It's it goes very deep, and there's such a big plot twist in the middle of the movie, which makes your mind, which blows your mind, basically.
Right.
Yeah, I remember when I watched the movie the first time, I had to, I went out of the cinema and I was like, wow, this was a movie I will always remember. And I've watched it 5-6 times after that. And like there are a couple of scenes in there I have to really warn those of you who are really sensitive to movies that are, that are where there's blood, because there's one scene which really is intense, or a couple of scenes actually, which are quite intense. So if you feel sensitive, don't watch the movie. But if you're like a high sensation seeker like me, I think you will definitely enjoy this movie because it goes very deep and also has a lot of nice plot twists. So, I see.
Scared me. Right when you said that, I was like, his food is right next to my desk. So I just have a cat tail in my shot now. Hi, kitty.
So definitely.
But I was gonna say, for people who might not know what the high sensation seeking thing is, it's in that Dr. Elaine Aron's book on high sensitivity. So she sort of explains what that is. But this is really funny. So my last movie is actually an animated film. And it's, so have you heard of Hayao Miyazaki? He's a Japanese animator. I really hope he's Japanese.
I haven't heard
but he does all these amazing movies. So there's My Neighbor Totoro, which you might have heard of, but the one I want to talk about is Spirited Away. Those are both like my two favorites of his. And it's like, how do I even explain this movie? It's about a girl who's moving, like a little girl and her family who move towns, and they like take the wrong turn to their new house and they like crash. And they go through this weird tunnel thing. It's gonna sound really strange, but they basically end up in like an abandoned theme park type of thing. And the parents like wander off, and she gets this feeling of like, I don't think we should be here, because she's kind of like getting some weird vibes. And then it ends up like there's some sort of like portal, I guess you could say, where she ends up, and actually her parents get transported into this like mythical, magical place. And I don't even know where to go from there. It's just a really interesting story. And the character like development that she goes through, like she changes and grows throughout the course of the film. It's just a really great, I don't know, if you like animated things, and if you like, you know, sort of like mystical, magical.
Yeah, but it tends to go really deep as well from my experience. So I think it sounds like a really good movie. So
yeah, it's also pretty thought-provoking too, you know, even if it's just in its own like weird way. It's and it's not just like it's not like a kids movie.
No,
not that it's not a kids movie, but it's definitely like an adult could appreciate it a lot. And if you like that film, like if you are curious and you watch that film, watch his other films, because they're like just masterpieces.
Oh wow, definitely going on my list. The last movie that I'm going to share is definitely for those of you who want to bawl your eyes out. So if you feel like you have a lot of stuck up emotions in your body and you want to let them go, you have to and it's called A Dog's Purpose. I don't know if you know.
Oh God, yeah. I haven't watched it. Did I watch it? I know what movie you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a movie. It basically shows the story of a dog in different lives, how a dog has different lives, and how the different lives can affect the dog, and yeah, it's really hard to explain, but it's just so.
Wait, I think this came out relatively recently, right? And it's about the dog like reincarnating.
Yes, but it's basically about the dog reincarnating into a different life, and you just follow the dog through its different lives. And
I thought about seeing that, but I think that came out right after my childhood dog passed away. So I was just like, we can't watch this right now, but someday.
But at the same time, I think it's really healing to watch.
It's healing, yeah.
If you just lost a pet, I think that this movie can be really healing for you to watch. It's really a masterpiece, and I haven't cried so much. Different movie, dog movie, also A Dog's Way Home. Also, I haven't cried as much in a long time as when I was watching that movie.
Yeah.
But it really helps you to just get rid of some emotions that you have stuck up. So if you feel like crying,
cry. Yeah.
it's really good. So
those were our favorite movies that are highly sensitive friendly.
Yeah, and we are quite curious which movies you recommend us to watch, because of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we definitely have recommendations. Put them in the comments.
Yeah. Thanks so much for watching today, and we see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's really funny how she's looking at herself in the mirror.
Are my books in the way?
Our pets are really stealing the show.